Hey Chico, hello. Say hello to the bad guy. Anyways, hi everyone. That was so weird. Here's a weekly update on Trip Around the Multiverse with one of the hosts, Carl Charles. And this is more of a sad episode. As we all know, if you're a wrestling fan, I'm pretty sure everyone's a wrestling fan at one point in their life. Well, if you're a wrestling fan in the 90s, you would know a wrestler called Razor Ramon in WWF, and then he later went on to WCW to become Scott Hall. Tragically passed away as of Monday, the 14th of March. Um, Razor Ramon and Scott Hall were a big part of my wrestling fandom as a kid and teenager, because I liked him as Razor Ramon. I remember his great match with Shawn Michaels, the ladder match for the Intercontinental title, which he won. That was pretty awesome. It was one of my favorite matches as a kid. And then when he transitioned over to, actually no, let's go back to the WWF stuff. When he had his feud with the 1-2-3 Kid, and he put him over and made the 1-2-3 Kid into a star. And then there was a weird, what was it? Diaper match where 1-2-3 Kid lost, had to wear a diaper. Yeah, that was so strange because he was a heel at the point, if I remember correctly. So weird. That's nice. And then he moved over to WCW and became Scott Hall because they nearly got sued because he basically tried to bring the Razor Ramon character over to WCW, and WWF was like, you can't do that. And then he had to sort of tweak it a bit, so he didn't have the weird Pacino accent from Scarface. So yeah. And this is when he started taking a lot of hip hop culture because he started wearing a bandana like this. Hence why I'm wearing a bandana. Him and Kevin Nash became the Outsiders. I want to say great tag team, but they were tag team champions for a long time in WCW. I remember correctly. They were also part of the fan members of the NWO, which are too sweet. And then his career kind of went weird because he was battling with a lot of stuff. Not many people know this, but before he became a wrestler, he was a bouncer at a bar, and he got into an altercation with someone, and he killed the guy in self-defense, and he sort of never really got over that. Hence why he started with the alcohol abuse and things like that, which was really bad in the 2000s, because when WCW closed, like about a year later, Vince McMahon, his storyline brought NWO back to kill what he created. Yeah, so he came back. Him, Nash, and Hogan came back. I was happy again because I'm a Scott Hall fan. Um, yeah, it wasn't that great his run because his match with Stone Cold at WrestleMania 19 didn't go too well. Ooh, a bit awkward. Um, I know Scott has apologized to Stone Cold about it many times, but yeah, it wasn't that great of a match. But he did sell the best stunner of all time, and that's awesome. Um, he had many championship reigns. He was Intercontinental Champion in WWF. I can't remember if he was Tag Team Champion or not. I should really research that. He was Tag Team Champion in WCW, and he was United States Champion as well. But if I remember correctly, he had to get that vacated because of when he was going through his issues. He never really won the big one. He didn't really won the big about that. But won the big about that. But as a team player, um, he did put a lot of people over. He did help a lot of people get to where they were. He did job to Goldberg. That was pretty cool. He also ended Goldberg's streak with the cattle prod. That was funny. Um, yes. Scott will be missed. Yeah, just think about it now. Big part of my childhood. I remember when I played WCW versus NWO on the N64. I would be Six Park or Six, and my cousin would be Scott Hall, and we used to win all the time. And the funny thing is, she never used to be able to do super because she didn't ever use that, but we still won. He used to beat people with the base hits, like, you know, his spin around punch, boom. And speaking of Razor Edge, just one of the best finishers of all time, in my personal opinion. Because he was super tall and jacked. He was like, just throw people and it looked awesome, not gonna lie. But yeah, you will be missed, Scott. Thank you for everything. You revolutionized wrestling. If it weren't for you, we would have like things like DX basically, or even we're gonna fast forward to 2013, we wouldn't have Bullet Club because Bullet Club is basically a rip-off of NWO. But yeah, but I just have to say thank you from the bottom of my heart and probably CY's heart as well. Probably end up doing an episode on a long-formed episode on the one and only Scott Hall. And yes, other weird wrestling news. Cody, still don't know where he's going. Apparently, he's going to face Seth at WrestleMania. We'll see. WrestleMania's in a couple of weeks. That should be fun. We'll see. I'll watch it anyway. And also, I haven't watched it yet. If you're watching this today, the Miss Marvel trailer was dropped, and that should be interesting to see where that comes. And also, a few more weeks till Morbius. I saw someone somewhere on Twitter that Morbius is going to come out on the 31st of March, but we will see. We'll see. Either way, your boy will be saying it. Anyways, I'll just be signing off. This is a quick little episode. I would like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you probably ready to subscribe if you're seeing this. Let me tell you to share this with a friend. If you've got any questions, leave a comment. I will probably answer them in the next episode. Until next time, bye. And like Scott Hall once said, that's unprofessional. Bad times don't last forever, but bad guys do. And thank you for taking a trip with us around the multiverse. And thank you, Scott.